Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the channel. It is the most earth-breaking, ground-shaking, but never media show money-taking, the man, the myth, the legend, the most electrifying villain on all of YouTube entertainment today. Today, I am doing something a little bit different. Doing something a little bit different. I'm going to be doing a stream of a new game that I've been playing. It's called Absolum. I don't know. Just thought it'd be something cool, something unique to try. What's up? I am doing good. I'm doing good. I'm gonna just play this here game. So I'm going to be playing this game. So let me explain what this game is. I just kind of found it out. This is a mix of like Hades and Streets of Rage. Now, if you guys know, I love the old school arcade beat 'em up Streets of Rage. And as far as newer games, I love Hades. I like the roguelike structure. So the Mad Geniuses put the two together. So I'm going to be sporting off this game for a bit and showing you guys kind of what it is like. I like the art style and the direction and everything. So yeah, I'm just going to dive right into this and kind of, I guess, show off some gameplay. So let's start a new game. So I'm thinking of doing a couple of guides for this. I don't know exactly what I'm going to do for them as far as it goes, but so right now we got two characters. We got Glander and Carl, the land gnome. Yes, Carl, the dwarf. I find this extremely humorous. By the way, this is a two-player co-op couch kind of game, so you can get a friend, jump in that way, and there's also an online component to it, which is really kind of cool. But I'm just gonna pick Carl, and yeah, just gonna kind of jump into this. It's a very interesting story. I also like the animated like aesthetics to it. I also find this story like super fascinating. Okay, so I have this on the PS5, which right now I'm playing on my PC with a controller, which is pretty much the game suggests you play with a controller. Like this is a very combo heavy game. Like everybody who's done like Street Fighter and things like that, this is kind of like that. And I kind of show you when I get into the game. I just want to go through this in a mag because it's kind of cool. I love the art direction in this. Super nice, vibrant detail. I love this dwarf guy. So Carl is what I'm starting off with. I've actually played with three of the four unlockable characters, and I just want to kind of go through this with you guys because there's a lot of things I learned playing that the game doesn't do a very good job explaining. So I figured I'd do a little tutorial slash maybe we'll do a run or two. I just want to kind of do something different and fun. Um, I don't get to often play video games. I don't find ones that inspire me to do it on the channel. By the way, go check this game out. I'm not being sponsored by the developers, but this game is like 22 bucks on Steam, and I think on PS5 it was I don't know, 20, 23, 24, something like that. Yeah, cuz this is a smaller studio. Well, they did Streets of Rage 4. I want to say they're a smaller developer team, and there's a lot of thought in this. So, as you can see, you got the classic like going to the side, and you got the three hit combos right there. His special attack is a headbutt. and I'll kind of get into it. Certain attacks are called interrupts. They're done on, well, for me, it's the triangle. You do it right as they attack, and it interrupts the attack, and it lets you do a stronger attack. So it's got this weird, like, fighting flavor to it, while also doing roguelike stuff. You got to dash, and all that stuff. So this is my attack. So I'm just gonna shoot those guys really quick. And thank you everybody for watching. I'm just chilling. I'll be looking at the comments in the comments section down below because I don't have my window pull up. I gotta go full screen to be able to play this. So I'll be checking out the comments, seeing if anybody's chatting, and kind of respond back as I go. All right, so pretty cool story. So far from what I gathered, and I'm not much further than most people. I'm to like the second huge area, but basically, this dude doesn't like magicians. Had everyone killed. I've got to save this person called the Mother, who will bring you back when you die, and I've got these douchebags to deal with. And dude, you could deflect attacks. This is like very old school beat 'em up mechanics, but using the gameplay of Hades. And I love Hades, but I like roguelikes where you like die and you get stronger as you go. This works really good with fighting games because fighting games are linear, and it used to be, especially in the arcade, when you died, you just lost quarter and had to start the round all over again. So it kind of takes that, but you gain power from death, which I like games like that because it never feels like I'm wasting my time. But yeah, the art style in this is just gorgeous. They were talking about they were going to make a animated show off of this, and I think if they use this for full animation, it almost gives itself away to the premise. So, but the story is wizards are banned from using magic. This one guy has banned all of them, and he stole this powerful figure. And right now, I'm playing a flashback. This is the intro to kind of get you accustomed to the game, which I'll be going over a lot of things. One of my issues with this is the tutorial is very, very vague. It gives you the very bare minimum. Most of the stuff I found was playing and getting my ass handed to me several times. So, I mean, it's part of the experience. It's part of the fun. It's also very annoying. So, here we go. That's the Mother. Um, all right. So these are the ritual ruins. These things are like in Hades where you pick different things. So I could do the burning skill, which would be my Y attack, which is his headbutt, or I can do the burning strike, which are my fists, and they'll set them on fire. Personally, this one is super good, but I'm not going to get in depth quite yet. This is just the introduction. So I'll just take the fiery fists and kind of make short work of this guy, hopefully. My goodness, these guys are a pain in the ass. Oh, yeah. Dude, the one thing I like about Carl, it's so hilarious that like a mythological dwarf has the name of Carl. I don't know if you can say dwarf. Uh, you know, that's what they are though, man. They mine rocks, whatever. The Carl is my man. He is super funny. He also has the best skill play set. Now I'm gonna play with Galandria, but she's super hard to use. Very much like a hard counter kind of character. So uh, right now I'm gonna go against the guards. I gotta beat the guards, and then I'm gonna fight this guy. And this tutorial, don't be upset if you die. This is actually you're supposed to die in this section. It kind of gets you used to the world. I mean, if I didn't get as far as I get, I probably would. Like when I first played this, I died right off the bat. But it's just because I know the systems now. Like this wizard guy is going to come out if we beat these two guys, and he's just going to totally and utterly destroy us because we're not meant to live through this section. I like these kind of tutorials that kind of they show you everything and then they take you back to this, which I'm good with. But the main problem is there's a lot of little things in this game you could do that I don't think most people are going to pick up, especially if you're just casually playing. So, yeah, this is super exciting. So we got this lady here, and she gives a point every time we. Yes. Oh yeah, this guy's a pain in the ass. The Under King. He's gonna be your first kind of skill check to see where you're at. So this is the safe haven. It's kind of like in Hades. Pretty soon you'll have a record book right here. This is just my first run, but this is the place you come back to where you got this guy. You're gonna give this tree some stones and upgrade abilities. I got to do this thing where I free two of the roots in order to get it to work, and I'll show you how to do that. Like I said, this is probably like a half-assed tutorial slash, you know, just showing you the basics. So they got a training center here, and here's where you can practice your moves. So for me, when I do Y, it's my special. I'm just going to call it the special and the main attack. And you could do a couple mains, do your special, do a special, weave in a couple of punches, that kind of stuff. The right trigger for me does a shot, so I really like the shot there. That's pretty cool. So bam, does a shot. Now to the blue bar up above by my red bar is the magic. So that gets filled. I could use this. Um, and so it's a game of keeping an eye on that. The higher the combos, the better your score. You know, the typical fighting stuff, but really with a Hades kind of flavor to it. So this is your character switch right here. This is the bonfire. If you guys have ever played Dark Souls or anything, it's kind of like that. And you could just switch between characters. So I could go from Carl to Galandria or vice versa and do the game with their different things. So it's pretty cool. I like it. Pretty fun. Hello out there, everybody watching. I'm just playing Absolum. So I'm just kind of showing a couple of things, kind of going through a way to do it. Because when I first started it, man, I'm in my like 12th run now, and I got a lot of the stuff unlocked and still haven't figured it out. So these are just a little bit of tips and tricks to help you out. So we got this little portal thing that opens. That's where you start your run. And now this is the cool thing about this game. And it's something that fighting games, I hope, eventually do. It mixes a little bit of Metroidvania, where you go through different areas and you have to backtrack and do them again. So let me see. I gotta pick my thing, and I think I'm gonna do Burning Stars on my special because that'll make my head butt fiery. So now, oh, this is the little guider guy. Oh, thank you for a map. Okay, so he gave me a map, and it's on my. So this is the big section you'll be traveling. I've actually made it to Jabberall, which is the green island. I've just done it on my PS5. There's three, as you can see, and this map doesn't appear to be big, but when we go through it, you'll see there'll be two different paths you can take. So I could go up above where my flag is, or I could go down below. And each ones are like several different levels. There's like a boss for the upper one, a boss for the below one, and then there's a boss in the middle in order for you to advance. And all of them gives you chances to upgrade your skills, which hopefully I'll get to. The game runs can be pretty short, so I might be able to get a few done. So you could zoom in the map and kind of check out everything. This is the island I've been to. That's your end goal. And this is where we start off at. And you're going to see up here, there's going to be stuff to do down here. And then right in the middle, you can just cut a path straight through. And the first boss, I'm probably going to get my ass handed to me because he is super tough. Especially for the stuff I'm starting out with, I've got absolutely nothing. So later on, you find out down here there's a path that opens up to a troll person, and there's one up here that goes to the kingdom. But I'm just going to take the one most people take. That'll be straight ahead. And so now we're going into the forest, and this is where I've got to go through these goblins to get to the big guy. I've got to beat him in a contest of strength, and then they'll give me respect and I can move on. So I'm just going to kind of plow through here. It's so weird doing games and doing a stream because I've got to also focus. This game is very precise on timing. So as you can see, for people who don't know, if you headbutt right as they're about to hit, that's your counter. And it took me the longest because every character you'll see has different timing for their counters. I would suggest starting out with Carl, who I'm playing with, because he's actually the easiest for timing. He'll get you used to the system. Where Galadria is good, but she's all about counters, and her counters are much harder to time than this guy here. So, although my timing sucks right now, I don't have none of my speed upgrades or anything that I have on my PS5. So, this is weird starting from like basically square one, but this is what most people will be doing. So, these things you want to hold on to, they're gemstones. These are going to get your upgrades once they open up the thing, and I'll show you what that is. I might do couple hours here and there. I like to chill and just shoot the shit whilst I play a game about mystical forest creatures and whatnot. Oh man, dude, I have like no resurrections. I have no advanced skills, so this is where you'd be starting, and a lot of it is going to be getting used to. Oh, so this is fun here. If I can grab onto him, I can knock this guy off his boar here and actually ride it. There we go. And now I've got the Boar of Doom, I like to call him. And you can use animals in this to actually get rid of some of the people. I don't know why. Like, this inspired me to do a stream where I'm just playing and kind of talking about it because this is such an interesting game to me because I like both genres and they really do blend them pretty well. If you wait 5 seconds without attacking, the next attack does 300 damage. That's pretty good. First hit on enemies is 100% damage. So these are both. This is epic, which is better than a rare. If I wait 5 seconds without attacking, both of them are kind of not bad, but it's a little bit. It doesn't work as well as if I got that later. So, one of these guys again. Very clear video and no lag. That's nice. Thanks. I appreciate it. Yeah, StreamYard is picky, especially about doing stuff on Steam. Dude, this game runs super smooth. So the connection rate between what I'm streaming and how the game is running, like, this is one of the smoothest games I've gotten this year. There's probably another reason why I brought this. It's such a ridiculously smooth game. And you need that in a fighting game because you can't fight and do perfectly timed combos if you're lagging. It's just not gonna work. I like play like what is it, Elden Ring and Shadows of the Air Dream and stuff. But if I tried to stream that, it would blow up my computer. It's just it's too much. Like, it's better than it was on release, but that's the thing. A lot of games that release, they're really janky. This one I got yesterday. It just came out, and both systems not a problem running it whatsoever. So, oh yeah, definitely agree. It is very smooth. And if I answer questions later, it's just because my phone does lag when I'm watching, when I'm trying to keep track of the comments. It's not as quick as when I'm looking at StreamYard. That's the only thing is, like, right now, I can't access my StreamYard and do the game because I need it full screen. So we got, there's a cool thing with the magic system. These bind to my attacks. So like if I block, which is called a deflect, I will get sonic boom is an explosion. The tornado skill is pretty cool. Uh, it does the gale for my tornado, but I don't have that, so I'm probably just gonna go with the deflect. I don't know if the sound is coming through well, or I try to do the balance. I can't really hear the balance from my phone, so hopefully that's fine. But yeah, so this is like the beginning level. This dude is crazy big. Okay, good. So I can hear it's definitely coming through. All right, so this is the root system. These guys give us like campfires and things like that. It's not very much health, as you can see. It's 15% of my current health. So I just got an achievement for that. So this guy wants me to fix a bridge. I skip over some of this stuff because I already went through it. So basically, the bridge is out. There's an alternate route. Maybe if I play long enough, you'll see it's like down here that you could take. I like to just jump off the cliff because he's crazy like that. So, boom, straight off the cliff we go. And this is like just as I've maybe gotten 5 minutes into the second area because I had to go. But dude, the second area is just as nice as this one. It's a swamp. It's pretty cool. Um, but this forest area is super nice. So my right bumper picks up knives. I can just throw them for extra health. Ah, dude, I am abusing these goblins. It's just gonna throw them off. Oh, I was on the wrong side of the cliff. There we go. So you can pick people up, throw them off the cliff. That's my favorite move. Bitchy was laughing earlier. She was watching me just throw all these crabs down this waterfall. You guys will see when I get a little bit further in. It's hilarious, but super fun. So this is one of my favorite. Like, just look at the scenery and everything. This is amazing what they did. So you got the typical scene. A lot of fighting games do this where something's moving and you gotta like avoid the edges, throw him off. So to throw people is simply press forward. I'm assuming most people use a controller because God help you if you use a keyboard, that'd be a nightmare for this. Um, just the way it's designed, the controller's much better to use. And boom, straight off, dude. Carl's a beast. I just find it funny that of all the fantasy names, it's got to be a joke. They picked Carl the gnome. So me and Carl just going through here. And there's a secret here if you know about it from before. So there's a secret behind this waterfall. It won't always be there, but it'll be some kind of good health item. And like I'll play this because this is cool stuff I could show people who are just getting into this game and haven't unlocked as far as I have. I've gotten to a point where I can blend magics and all sorts of crazy stuff. But I'm just gonna be kind of playing it here with you guys every so often when I play, just to do something fun and interesting. Like most people don't realize how much I actually game because I mostly talk about movies and television. That's kind of my thing, but I do have a huge fondness. Uh, got my kid into gaming, so I'm an old school gamer. I love Nintendo, Super Nintendo, and then I had a PlayStation, Xbox, the Wii, the N64. Geez, I'm dating myself. All the good stuff. So let's see. Now this is interesting because I've got Fiery Arcane, which will give me fire rings when I shoot my special. So it'll kind of look like this. Every time I shoot, I'm going to give that fire ring. Now, if anybody touches that, they take damage. So a lot of this, so the thing with roguelikes, if you don't know what they are before I get into this boss battle, is that they also give you powers. These don't follow you after the initial run. You kind of just keep these skills and you unlock things to do different things with those skills. And so far, from what I found in this game, I haven't completed it yet, but I'm good ways through. It's uh, electricity, impact, water, fire. Maybe the earth is like what impact and stuff is, but there's certain ones that aren't elemental based. They're more like if you hit someone against a wall, you do so much damage, that kind of deal. Um, the ones I found best were shock, which come later. Super awesome. But right now, I'm kind of stuck using fire right now. Water is pretty good too. You put people in like a water bubble and they float up and they can't move. That's a pretty interesting one. So you have to combine like fighting with spells and special moves. And then you get an ultimate, which you can only use once per run, twice if you find another star. So there's a lot of cool different mechanics, but I'm just trying to go bit by bit because it gets to be a lot. And I think the way that they give you the stuff is very well done. They don't give you everything at once, so you don't get overwhelmed with different choices. Um, you can kind of play around with things and find out what works with you. For me, I really, really like water. So, just gonna have a hot take. I think it's probably the best one in the game because water immobilizes and it blows up and even hurts bosses. So this is the first guy, Gilzorg. Also, the voice acting in this is pretty good. All right. So, as you can see, you got a huger health bar than me. This should be an advantage, but I'm going to try to. Oh, uh-oh. Okay. So I block that there. Attack him. Boom. And I just like in any fighting game, I'm just going to keep him right in the corner as long as I can, and then bam. You have no clue how many times I've done this fight. So many times. Some of these moves are just unblockable. Now he's getting super mad. Oh yeah, broke him again. Let's go. Come back. Oh, he's calling the minions now. This is when stuff gets really hype because when he starts calling his people, then you have to keep track of the little bastards on the side here. Okay. Oh dear. Get off my back. Dude, these guys suck, especially when he's doing us. There we go. Got him on the ropes. Bam. Bam. Let's go. Get him, Carl. Get him, Carl. Get him. Oh, I did not get past this first boss. The first time I did it, I got stuck on him for like 3 runs. I cannot believe I cleared him the first try. That I guess I got this is the thing about this game. Like fighting games, every villain has a pattern, and once you figure out what the pattern is, it becomes easier to do the counter system in this game because this counter system are called clashes. When he went red, that means our attacks hit at the same time. I take priority. I win the attack. If he hits me through the attack, then it's null and void. He also has a red attack that I can't block. So I did a lot of countering. Wow. I was not expecting to win the first boss of my first run. This is extremely hard. I'm making it look like it's easy. I swear it does take time. So I have a skill. I could do reload, which is with no direction input, spins weapon, and reloads 2 mana chunks. And then Earthbreaker, which is when I grab a person, I can press the Y button to slam them. I kind of like this one. It's a little flashy. Yeah. He has. Dude, Carl's no joke, man. Those dwarves do that mining in the mines. Carl's been hitting rocks like a champion. So yeah, I wasn't expecting to show this right away, but this is like a little city area. You could take a break. I can hire this guy to fight with me. So I'm gonna take a break and eat some wonderful soup. That's great. These guys will give you different things when you do different missions. Maybe I'll get to the fountain, but there's a fountain. I gotta unleash some stuff, and they give you things. So he's gonna give me something for my efforts. You're vanquished the champion. You have earned a name of peace. Do not waste it like the greedy tribe did. I don't know. I don't sound like a goblin. Oh, so this is pretty good. Chainmail. On top of getting these specials, so I don't know what button it is on here. Let me take the chainmail first. Okay, so this side thing here, and I press my left bumper. This tells all the skills, the inspirations, which are things you get from bosses, like the abilities you unlock, and then these trinkets give me extra boosts like equipment. So this is basically like if you were playing any role playing game, these are the different pieces of equipment I have on my guy. So chainmail, I got 10% more health, and this one, if I go 5 seconds without attacking, the next attack does 300 damage. Now I may lean towards a fire based build because that's really what's available. This is like the early game. You won't make it this far because the first boss will kill a lot of people before they get the hang of them. But I got the awesome Burning Stars, which is the headbutt attack. This, every time I deflect, I'll get a Sonic Boom, which is 8 damage. And now I have the Fiery Arcane, which grants me a Fire Ring when I shoot my special move off. So we're building a nice little build. This is about as good as I'm going to get. uh, uh, this is very much patchy. Hopefully, as I do this and I get to a better place, I can show you really how to build your guy out. But right now, we're just kind of fucking winging it. Carl is just running off of mead and hopes and dreams. So, uh, hmm, why am I here? I certainly am. Well, you shouldn't hold grudges. All right. So now I can open my map. Good thing about this map that they didn't, no one really told, or I didn't catch the tutorial for it, but you can go through the different areas and kind of see where you are. So if I zoom in, I can see my route and then I can back out. So you just come in, zoom out, that kind of a thing. And you can see the path I take. And now, as you can see, there's a second path I didn't go up towards because I kind of wanted to show you the experience. Most people are going to beeline it to the center, not realizing there's different parts of the map you can go to. And I'll show you on my second run. But here's Turtle Guy. This is great. And Cinder. So this is going to be the next character I unlock. Maybe I'll unlock her tonight if I feel ambitious because I have to bump into her 3 times. And she's my favorite character in this game. Okay, so she runs off. So here you can spend your hard-earned coin. A lot of these will come up randomly, but every time you pay for something at this turtle guy's shop, he gives you like a punch card. And when you fill it up, you get certain deals. So like where I'm at, I can sell things to him. He sells me higher quality items. He gives me discounted items, that kind of thing. So it's really, there's a lot of interesting systems in this game. Um, when I first approached it, I just thought it was going to be like a Hades ripoff with like fighting, but there's a lot of interesting things that the developers did that I just find really fascinating. I like Or I'm just getting old. I like more sophistication behind my violence. So here we go. We got through that pretty good. Um, this item I'm equipping will give me a lot of damage, but to one single enemy, meaning that I do better taking one person out at a time. Okay, so those trees are getting nourishment from the forest. Yada yada. Uh-oh. Two guards. Oh, these guys are hilarious. They sound British. Oh, he didn't talk. It is normally like, you're not getting through the gate. Okay, so this is my new move. Bam. Dude, I love that. So you just go up. Oh, to grab someone is the forward button. So you got to be directly near them, press forward. I go down and then up and grab them. Is the best way. Don't try to go forward into their weapons. You kind of got to go up this way, go down, and he's down below you, and then just go boop and snatch him up. But I gave myself a powerful grab because that was really the best option. So this is a really tough one. I don't know if I'm going to get through this cave because this is where the big boys are at. There's a second figure I kind of am hoping to get. It's a ghost. Here he is. I got to escort him. He's our librarian, basically. Oh, boy. So I should have hired the goblin for this because there's a lot of people. Basically, we're going to go through here. And we got to... Oh, good. I grabbed that guy. Oh, here we go. Bam. So, yeah, basically you gotta go through here, setting people on fire, doing all sorts of shenanigans as you do. Bam. Oh, I love his weaponry, his musket, all of his moves. Uh, so when we get back to town, I kind of break down the fighting style of each of these characters, so you kind of know. But Carl is a brawler. He's a sturdy, reliable. He's like that power character in fighting games. He's a brawling type of guy. So when you're playing him, you want to be up close, like I am to my enemies. You want to be constantly putting pressure on them because he's quick enough to get in and he's strong enough to really make a difference. Like the hits that I land, you can see the gauge on the bottom. I hate ghosts. He does a lot of damage, as you can see, the way I'm just clearing them out. And that's probably why they start you off. Okay, good. So I'm going to get him to his library, which is good. Okay, okay, there we go. Oh, by the way, the people who did Elden Ring and the Doom soundtrack, they wrote the score for this game. Oh, well, it's about time, bucko. All right. Okay, so that's the end game for this. Like, the Mind King is the end king. And it's cool because each boss has the character tied to them. So for this first one in the mines, it is tied to Carl because he came from the mines. And that's why I think this would be an interesting show because there's clearly a big world and an interesting backstory. So, oh boy, so they want a bounty on my head, hey? You have to come and take it. Oh, I forgot about this big guy. I throw a rock at him. That's hilarious. No, I don't think so. Now, the grab is good, and you'll notice sometimes I won't use it because while the grab is good, um, it doesn't work on certain guys. So With the little ones, I can grab them, slam them into the ground, but some of the bigger guys, I can't grab them, so it renders my move useless, which is why I was hoping I was going to find the gun one he had, or he has a knuckle one where he punches a lot. Let me see. So the cool thing about this game, another cool thing, you can stack the same items, get the higher effects. So I can have two chainmail trinkets, and now doubling your trinkets can be good because you can get like that'll be plus 20% health. This will be 10 towards my win. But if I'm trying to make a strong win build, I would want two charms because then it bumps the rate up to 20%. So, also it's good to keep duplicates in case you go to the turtle guy later. You can sell items to him. These go for 50 or 60 bucks. So you can stack up, like, say there's two garbage trinkets to take. You could take one just to sell later and get a better one at a shop. So I'm going to stack health because this early in the game, I'm not really worried about status effects. At this point, I have a very low health pool and I'm not hitting particularly hard. So the things that I want to focus on is lots of health and upping my attack strength. The elemental part you could worry about when you start actually putting a couple of more runs. And a run is just you go through and you die. So after you've died like 2 times and messed around in your fort and upgraded your stats, you'll be pretty good to start really building out what you want to build out. This is a very theory crafting. Like, do I want fire? Do I want water mixed with my fighting? And how can I use the moves to incorporate them? And I like games that make me think like that. So I gotta be paying attention now because I was not seeing the amount of health he was taking. Oh, these guys are paying. Ha! Dude, that move is too ridiculously good. I killed him and bounced him against the wall. Oh, and they drop weapons too that you can grab and use against them, which is an old school fighting thing. Like anybody who's played those old fighting games knows the guy drops a baseball bat and you kind of pick it up and beat him over the head with it. Oh man, this ghost is really gonna be the thing that makes me lose, I think. There we go. Oh yeah. Okay. Oh, this is gonna be a nail biter because I have absolutely no health. There we go. Bam. Whoo. Okay, and that's the thing with first runs too. This is my very first run, first time on the PC version of this. I have only played the PS5, and I am making it look ridiculously good because I have a lot of hours in the PS5. So I kind of know the different combinations and ways to avoid people. But trust me, when you first start this, you're gonna die a lot, and that's okay. It's you learn through your runs through failure, which I like that too because it makes it feel like when you don't get to the end is that you've accomplished something. And I could stare at this art style all day. It's very gorgeous. And hopefully you're having a good time watching me and listening to the smooth sounds of General Zod's gameplay. Okay, so this is the second boss. Now I can tell you right now, I'm gonna be brutally honest. I am going to probably lose within the first couple of seconds. It's just not possible unless you don't get touched on your first run to beat this guy. He's too tough. I don't have enough tools unlocked to really be able to go toe to toe with him. That's why he is the main guy for the level. This is the big boss. I've faced little baby bosses, so look at this guy. Like, I was like, oh, he doesn't look that scary, and then he got up off of his throne the first time I fought him, and I was like, oh, this is not going to go well. So yeah, uh, yeah. See, I knew right from the beginning. Like that first swing is brutal, and I totally, completely pressed the wrong button. I meant to press B. Yeah. So that's the guy you're going to have to beat at the end of the level. Now, I did pretty good, as you can see. We clear my path there. Um, yeah, I got 6,457 points. That's actually pretty good. I was not expecting the first time I did this on PS5, I had like 1,000. I died at the first guy, the chief guy, like numerously. So yeah, your run probably won't look like this. I got 36 kills, a 367 hit combo, 4,203 damage, 8 clashes, 3 deflects, 2 dodges, and I took 168 damage. And I was killed by the boss of the whole thing. So I can be proud of that. That's a good achievement. So let's go to this. So now I have released a tree. And so I got 3 levels off of that. Okay. So when you start doing this, that little stone that appears, that is one of the nodes that I freed. Gosh, she got Rickon. Oh yeah, she's pretty funny. Let's go see Rickon. You definitely okay. So this was the book I was talking about. Once you get a rundown, this will be your history. Um, so let's go here. This is the ghost guy refreed. Okay, cool. So I got that. Got that. I have no clue how to free pet boar thing, but I won't play 2-player on this because probably. Okay, so this was what I was talking about when I said you would eventually unlock this in the beginning. So this, I'll go to him first or later. So this is a tree right here. You press that. These are different things that'll help you. They stay permanently on your character, so you don't lose these when you go back. You got your typical health up, critical hit, throwing damage, and then starting gold, which is the gold for the turtle guy, assuming you get past the first boss, which is pretty hilarious. So I got 30 of these. I can unlock 3. I would typically, if you don't have as much as me, which you won't, I would go for health first. Always health. It's good to be able to stay alive. My guy is at 75 right now, so I'm going to upgrade him to 80. And then throwable items I would save to last. Those are like the knives and the things that I was throwing. Go for the gold next. That's going to help you. And then after that, I would take critical strike because critical hit damage is every time I interrupt or if I get a lucky shot in, it'll do more damage. Always go for your crit. And then here will be the punishing attack, which is the counter. I'll show you that. The mana is later. This is a really huge one. I always go for this as my next upgrade. This is the damage you do for your champions. So this is their overall total amount of hit damage that they'll do. But right now I got the 3 most important. Well, on my PS5, I went line through line. Don't do that. I just did them all straight. I had no clue what I was doing. Go for stuff that's going to better equip your character to survive until you can get better things. So right over here is this knight dude. He is going to be our main source of getting brand new powers. So my guns have different special abilities on them, and I'll show you each one. And this guy is who you buy your upgrades for your character's special move. I believe they have a total of 5 special moves, or is it 6? I think it's no, it's 6. They have 6 special moves, and then they have 2 modifiers, which means like things that are passive that'll come with the ability. So I don't even know like who this guy is. He's just like, I am an old man who's gonna give you powers. This story is already so much interesting. So here's Galadriel. I can upgrade her powers, and this is Carl. Now I'm gonna work on Galadriel later. She's a very very hard character. I would start with Carl. Carl's your friend. He's gonna get you through a lot. With Galandria, you're going to run into a situation where you're not going to be very efficient because her counters are just super brutal. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to upgrade them both. And this next run, I'm going to kind of give you guys an idea of how she plays. And that's the thing that I like about this game. The characters are very distinct from each other. Every character plays a certain way. The person in yellow raps, who I am excited to get, my favorite, Cinder. She is an air, very quick, sort of agile character. She could do a lot of hits, or what the kids used to call burst of damage, right? She could take a guy down from 0 to like 100 in a second. But if she gets hit, it's over. Carl here can take damage and packs a punch, but he's got to be in close, and he's a little bit slower than the other characters. And then you have this character. Hold on. Oh, I forgot I still have to do all these cinemas because I'm past all of this. Okay, so let me just do a breakdown here. So you got Carl. I said he's the brawler. I don't have Cinder yet. I'll get her next in this next round. And then you have her. And Galandriel is the middle of the road character. She specializes in countering, big on counters, and she also has like a grab move. She also has a bit of distance too with her sword. So I'll show you her sword. That is your counter right there, and you have to time it perfectly. And then she's got quick hits. So bam, bam. So basically, with this character, what you want to do is sword swipe, boom, boom, bam, and get in close, and then sword swipe again until you finish the person off. Other than that, her special is this upwards sword thing. Now, if you really want to learn all the moves, this is the person. I'm just going to skip her dialogue. So, see, you could practice defensive moves. What's a deflect? What's dodge? What's clash? I'm going to pass because I know what all that is. You can go to other moves. This is the stuff that is not made known to you, and it's very, very important. So overpressure is when you continuously use the same attack. You'll see a little meter. It'll turn white, and then it'll turn red, which means you're overpressured, and you gain more damage when you repeat the move. It's any move you repeat becomes overpressured. Tech is like the yellow skill I was showing with the sword. Whenever you do a technical move, that gives you extra points. And grabs are grabs. You just go up and grab someone. So I'm not doing the tutorial, not to flex, but because I already have like several hours in this game. So this is the move I just unlocked. As you can see, she's good. This is the plot problem with Galadriel. Galadriel is a character that very much is dependent on you beating the first boss. The moves that she upgrades to makes her absolutely insane when you get to a certain point. The problem with that is that you're kind of stuck when you first start winging it a lot of the time and hoping that you have good elemental moves. So it's a gamble playing with her. And it really requires, I almost say, like, if there's any character you want to wait for, Cinder is a big learning curve, but Galadriel, I would say wait until you have your basics down before you play her. Just spam Carl. He's very beginner friendly. She takes an obnoxious amount of timing. So before I went in the middle, oh, this guy. I don't think so. Oh, I can't wait. Do I unlock her this one? Okay. Well, I have a feeling they're going to track you down. Okay. So I could go straight ahead and unlock her. You know what? I'll save the top here. But just know if you press up on the D pad or up on your stick, this is the second path. And there is even a third path over here, which I didn't know about till Bandit told me. This will lead you into a cave where you fight another boss. But I'm keeping it simple for people who are just like, hey, I just started the game today. So what do I do? You know, yeah, I don't want to lead you astray thinking that you should take some of these ideas because they're not good. So I'm going back through these. Come on. See, that's what I mean when I say she's a very. This character, if you notice, I'm not attacking. I'm letting them come to me and I'm countering. She's what I call a reactive, not reaction character. She's reactive to what's going on. Okay. I've had enough of your shenanigans. So that tornado thing around them, that power is called Gale. Gale is wind. If you haven't noticed, there's a play on the elements. So there's like wind, fire, water, ground. I'm gonna say is like impact and stuff like that. I don't know past that, but you know, you got your basics. Come on. There we go. Ooh, I am not facing him. That's why I didn't counter. See, that's what I mean with the timed counter. If you do your attack before them, then you're not going to hit the counter. But if you do it like a hair too late, then you're not going to counter them either. So it's a really tough system to get. Okay, I'm going to stop messing around trying to get the counter and just beat these guys up so I could get past this. I really want to unlock Cinder, and I'll kind of show you what she does. All right, so I got the glove, which is going to do impact damage. Impact is the hit on the walls. And if you want to find out what this does, you press, well, for me, it's press X, and I can see what they mean. So impact is when an enemy is damaged when they're collide into a wall or something. And this will even explain what your health is. So it's very, they do a lot to kind of help you along with these choices. Now, like I said, first runs, it's all about health and things that buff your attack. Don't worry about the other stuff quite yet until you are good enough to get the system down. You want to focus on taking enemies out as quickly as possible and surviving as long as you can. That was a counter right there. So bam. And that's what I was talking about. Like with Carl, I was running into battles. Galadriel is more of a wait and let the enemy come to you, counter them kind of a gal. There we go. Bam. Oh, I got it. Life by the boar. Oh, man. Thank you. Your contribution is appreciated. When all else fails, too, you can block. And then if you block and quickly throw an attack, that's a counter, too. I'm not going to overwhelm everybody first watching, wondering what the hell is going on. But yeah, this game is also very relaxing because of the art style. It's very calming and kind of soothing. And I was really taking like blown away because I've played a lot of games where they want like $80, and you know the game looks pretty, but it gets boring, it gets repetitive. And I respect people who do like a simple kind of chill concept like this, and it's just so much fun. And there is a lot of deep thought, you know, into like how you're gonna attack, how you're gonna beat these guys, that kind of thing. Okay, let's throw this axe at you. Throw this at you. There we go. Clash. Boom. And that is a perfect counter, which was opposite of what I'm doing to this guy. So I'm definitely not going to beat the boss this time because, and wow, my game was like, sometimes the window goes out. Let's try that again. My window on the game went out because something else tries to run something while I'm running 5 different things. Okay. Gosh, I'm glad it automatically paused. That would have been heartbreaking. So deflection, when I do my block, will set them on fire, or I can do the Sonic Arcade, which is the same thing as what I got. I think I'm keeping the wind theme going. I'm not expecting to survive much longer with her. I just lost way too much health for the boss. But I'm kind of showing how difficult some of these decisions are. My goodness, it is dark. Let me see if I can turn some light on here. There we go. Hopefully that brightens me up a bit. Okay, so gonna rest. That's 15% of health. Oh, I got the bridge up for this guy. Let's see what he has to say. No problem, my good man. Thank you for this gold. I will take it. Oh, so these guys give you gold. These little guys right here that I'm holding in my hand. You kind of just beat the living crap out of them until you get all the gold, and then they give you a big gold purse. So, come on, give me the money. Thank you. Okay, pears good. It's good. I'm getting health stuff. I'm gonna go a different route. I'm not gonna take on the big troll yet. I want to see if I can get more health up so that I can fight the, I call him Sir Douchebag. He's this knight. He's holding up. He's holding an attack against the goblins, but he's also the tyranny to the villagers. That, oh boy. There we go. I did not make it. Down you go. Oh, there we go. Bam. Oh, damn it. There we go. Oh, avoid the bird. Okay. I do have surprisingly sharp reflexes with these games. I don't know why. It's a super focused thing because especially games like this and fighting games in general, there's very precise movements to it. There's something sometimes really calming about playing something like this where, I got a good flow state going. I got my movements up in the air. Bam, boom, good, done. Thank you. Let's see here. Oh, gosh, I'm going to take myself out because I am not. There you go. Yep. I knew it. I took way too many hits in the beginning. And that's the thing too. When you're dying, and you'll see, I'm unlocking more parts of the story. So it's not a complete waste. And as you can see, I just got a new route for our map. So you can kind of see where the depth of the game is coming in. There's so many different paths and choices to make. Okay, so we got that, and good. All right. Yes, I know. Don't throw it in my face. Gosh. She's like, you failed horribly. Okay, let's see what you gotta say, dude. Okay, I gotcha. Do a bunch of things, you give me some rewards. I don't know, bro. Sounds like you're not gonna make it to the end. All right, so if you come down this way, like I said, different paths. See, you can go up there. break this barrel, boom, and go in here. This is the place where you can collect different trinkets. Every trinket that you do, you'll remember, and you can pay gemstones to take them with you. So it's kind of like a cool thing where you could begin with certain stuff on your run if you want to, instead of trying to wait for luck to bring it across your way again. So the only thing I have unlocked here is this, and I do not have 200 on it, so I can't take that with me on this particular run. But nope, chainmail is 200. Damn, everything is 200. Inflation. Okay, so these will be like your basic ones, anything basic. This is epic, and this is rare. So I got one epic and like two basics. And basics are pretty good. I might do a list to just show you guys the best stuff, but this is just like a hey introduction. What's up? So yeah, pretty angry. All right, so I'm gonna switch it up back to Carl here. Whoops, no, not you, Galadriel. Take a seat. All right, so we'll switch back to Carl because like I said, he's the easiest to advance in all of this stuff. He's very easy to kind of pick up everything. Oh, this guy again. Yeah, I know. Getting experience, blah blah blah. Okay, so I hate grenade bullet. I think it is a uh terrible move because it is a far away move. Now you gain more radiance, which is the score at the end of the round. You gain 25% more for like completing the different areas on the map. Um, but it's not worth it for me because this is my first run. I mess around with those things later on. I've done all of his weapons, or is it Galadriel's? I think Galadriel and Cinder, all of her stuff. So let's see what they're gonna give me. I got Strike High, which aerial attack still damage, and Wind Pressure builds up slowly, pressure over time. Well, I don't have any wind attacks. Strike High, aerial attacks deal 15 per. He's not really an aerial character. This would be good for Cinder, and hopefully I'll unlock her this run to show you. I'm gonna have to go with Wind Pressure because if I go into wind attacks, now I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna go into. This is a very hard area. I don't suggest you start this until you've gotten to the boss the first time. This is the. So if you look on my map, I'm going up now. So you can follow different trails, which I think is pretty cool. I like that. It's like a hey, what's up? So as you could see, this is a different trail that I'm taking. This is going to be a tougher fight. I got these little crab. Ah, take that. Ah, there we go. Grab some gold. Oh, now, and there we go. Took him out. Oh, got some cheese. For these guys, I mostly do grabs. I'm just going to tell you right now, for like littler enemies, don't bother trying to do the combos. And like I can juggle them up like that because I've been playing this game on my PS5 for like a full day. So I got most of the combos down. But when you're just first starting, just grab them and throw them. That's the easiest way to get rid of them. Dude, Dragon Skull. Sweet. PB, you should jump in if he was in the chat. Probably not in the chat anymore. Oh my goodness. So, got this little crab guy. Bam. Done. Nice. Nice. See, the good thing about Carl is I could do a lot of these grabs, but if I want, I could just go combo, combo, bam, getting some of these crystals. And the thing too is you want to collect a lot of those crystals. You're going to be paying for a lot of things. But now no more. But I do take his gold. Uh-oh. There. So as you get closer to beating these kings, the main bad guy of the whole story, uh, Salandor or whatever the hell his name is, or Azor, whatever the fuck that guy in the red is. He's going to send out guys to actually search for your guy, and you're gonna have to do these like little mini fights against these people that want your head. They just can't stop Carl. Come on, Carl. Carl. Oh man, I thought I missed him there for a second. There we go. Boom. That's how you do it. And this is why I went up here. This is the second part. So now I freed the second root of magic. And there's one more that's in a mine. I got to get that later. But yeah, so you go up top, you go in the middle, you free these two stones of power, and it'll activate more magic for me. So now I've activated water. Yeah, I know we were coming to water. Repelling power. All attacks have pushback, which is pretty good. Mana bounce. Launched enemies spawn 20% of the mana. So that means I'll gain power from knocking people in the air back to my magic power. And this repels them. So all of my punches pushes them back. I think that's... Okay, so I've got the ritual chains. I think there's... I could have sworn there's one more that I gotta get. Okay, so we're gonna rest. Not doing bad this run. I have not lost any life so far, which is always a good start. Now, this door, you're going to have to get a quest to unlock. It was very convoluted. I went through a bunch of different places and did things 16 times, and then this was unlocked. You first got to repair the bridge, which I already did. You're going to have to fight this guy that I'm going to right now. He's the commander of the soldiers. And after you beat him, then you have to come back to this area, and you'll see this big ass like pirate person standing here. You talk to them, and they want to rob the king. And you see all the bandits there. They're going to rob the castle, and we have to create a distraction. So then you're going to go way up to the tippy top. But for right now, I'm just doing this guy. Here they come. Bruv. Dude, that's hilarious. So I can let these guys fight it out, but I'm Carl. Carl doesn't wait. I'm going to get in there and beat the ever-loving crap out of people. There we go. Ha! Okay, well, that's a little bit discriminatory. Did you call me a short wizard? Arr. Okay, so slightly better. I've got water trinket now that I've unlocked that, and I've got the Juggernaut helmet, which I'm taking. But why am I taking this? Because one, it's a rare. So when you get a blue highlighted like that, that means it's rare. This is just a common. Um, but this is super good. Run attacks. So if I hold the dash button, which is O for me, he goes into a sprint, and these attacks will gain more damage. So I only have this double fist right here, but that will gain more damage now because I have the helmet on, basically. So we're gonna wreck some hard-earned shops here. Oh, freaking crabs! Get out of here! Hilarious. All right. Ah, there we go. Repetitive. It's hilarious because fighting games are known to be repetitive. So you have a combo called repetitive when you keep on hitting the same button. It's called a repetitive combo, and you actually can get upgrades to actually make them more effective and things like that. It's clever. I like it. This guy again. Oh my gosh. Dude, get these in line. All right. Oh, yeah. Go, Carl. Ah. Sorry, little one, but you sacrificed yourself for my benefit. Okay. Ooh, that was a beautiful combo right there. And gotta watch out for the bomb. Ooh. Honestly, I played this before on PS5. That's why I'm looking like a little bit better than normal, but I promise you, you will not be that good. It takes a while to get the patterns down. This is not also too like a button masher where you're just going to press a bunch of random buttons. There's specific combos, like the regular one just does 3 hits, right? And then finishes it. My special hit just does 1 hit unless I modify it. Um, the special does one. So yeah, there's a bit of a brawling to it, but it's also there's a bit of a weaving stuff in between your attacks to get the most damage. Oof. Man, I am tearing through the city. So this is hilarious. Who am I gonna get? Oh no, I got the goblins in this one. Sometimes there's a family like in the corner and they're like wizards and they start giving you like free food. It's pretty hilarious. Um but I decided to break the table just to get the one up on him. Bam. Oh, sit down. Carrot. Oh, where did he pop out of? Oh, I knocked him into the next room. Okay, so this is all good. I like getting health up. That's a really big thing in this game. You get to certain points where there's just no health, and you're like surviving battles by the skin of your teeth. Oh man. Okay. Get out of here. Oop. Ah. There we go. My only other complaint too, like I'm doing really good because I know these systems, but my other complaint with countering is that if you get 3 or 4 guys in a corner or like 2 guys behind you and one in front of you and you're just focused on that one, I think it's harder for characters that really require you to focus on counter because you can't see when you got a bunch of animations all over the place. It's hard to track the one person you're actually trying to beat with the hit. So that's my other complaint. Some of the animations gets very cluttery and it gets hard to see. So now I have a choice. I can keep going with the water theme, which is this repelling thing. It'll just add more. So my attacks will do 40% pushback. I can dip my toes into fire and my headbutt will do burn. Um, for now, because I went burn, I'm going to show you guys kind of what water looks like. I wish I got water bubble. That is a cool ability. It's like, I don't know if it's been in another game, but it's really awesome as far as crowd control. Yeah, so this guy I don't suggest you doing until you beat the boss that I was at least twice. I'm gonna do him because I know his pattern, and I've done this fight many times on my PS5. Um, so we're gonna give him a go. Dang, man, that was cold. All right, let's do this. What a cheater! You see that? He threw the stone. Nope. And these spear guys do not make my job any easier. There we go. Get down. Ah! Oh, shoot. Come on. I gotta break his shield so I can do more to him. Okay. Ah! There we go. Now with his shield broken, it'll be much easier for me to get in there. Oh, there you go. Oh, with that move, he grabs you, so you gotta watch out. Definitely counter that because it is a bitch. Once he grabs you, he does a ridiculous amount of damage, like ignorant. He grabs you and he hits you with his axe twice, and then you just die. There's nothing you could do. See? Yep. It's a stupid move. It's uncounterable. And some bosses have that where they can't be countered by anything. Oh, wow. Seriously, I did not have this much luck when I ran through the game the first time. I swear. I know I've been saying like it's harder than it looks. Um, but yeah, that boss is definitely can be harder. Also, it shows the skill too with Carl. I'm very good with him. And I'm very good with Cinder. Galadra, I need some work on her. So take aim. I can charge my attack. So this will be it can be charged to deal 50% more damage. My original shot. Throw mastery. This is when I grab. I press up and Y and grab an enemy. Works in the air in addition to the throws. So, um, yeah. I think I'm gonna do take aim. Get my charge shot up. It's not really gonna matter because I'm kind of off to the other guy. Right now, I got into the second area, so it's a tavern. Uh, you get to see a fight here. You kind of got to stop. Okay, so these are the different gestures you can give. So I can do stop right there. Go up to this guy and be like, "Hey, cut the shit. All right, we're not gonna fight each other." Okay, so let's agree to disagree. Thank you. Needed some health. Now, this is where I'm not going to make this mistake again. I'm going to hire this dude to come with me. I shall. Come on, my good man. You will help me through this next section. So, I brought that guy, and then I think I'm going to get movement speed. So now I have gotten the turtle stamps. This is important. The first stamp doesn't really do nothing. When you get that's just a trust you built with the character. When you get a second one, he will give you a discount. He offers rare items, things like that. So there's there's stuff to build though, basically. Dude, I cannot believe I've gotten this far already. The first time I played through this, man, it took me like 3 hours or 3 or 4 hours to see everything in the first thing, and I couldn't get to the second island. This has been a little bit easier for me. Uh-oh. Oh, Cinder. Yes, I'm going to unlock Cinder once I beat these guys. And then I'll show you Cinder, and then I'll probably, we'll see how I feel. Might call her a day. Maybe do one more run with Cinder. Nice. So we've unlocked Cinder. Super easy. You have to bump into her 3 times. Super easy. All right, so here is another divergent path. This one takes you down to the below mines. This one takes you through the library. I've already done the library, so we're going to go under. This is going to be an elevator you can get later. So I'm going to go to the under mines. Once again, this path is extremely difficult. I would not suggest doing it this early in the game. But because I got a general idea of what I'm doing, I'm going to attempt it. There we go. Uh-oh. Oh, damn. I forgot about that whole... He can grab me. I can grab you too. Good job, Spear Guy. Really earning that paycheck today. Okay. Let's see. Oh, yeah. So you can hit the mine carts to do damage to people. Preferably they don't get hit back to you. Okay, so we got overpressured. Good. Okay, throw this guy. Nice. Critical hit. All right. Oh, man. Okay, I thought I lost him down there. We're going to go down this way. And I believe I get stopped by someone here, if I'm not mistaken. Hey, I don't got time for your guys' shenanigans. Come on. Oh, boy, he grabbed me, like, right off the jump. The fat guy hit. Take this. Come on. Can't. See, those cave-ins can't hurt them, but they can hurt me. See, even with another guy, this cave is extremely difficult. Like, really difficult to get through. Okay, move speed. Or aerial attack. Move speed it is. Man, some of the trinkets you get too. Wow, I have been in the early part of the game in a while. They really scale down because, like, the stuff I could do with my characters now, and you guys will go through the journey. Seriously? Okay, yeah, I kind of figured. Didn't have the life for it, which is fine because now I get to play my favorite character. I'm gonna do a run with Cinder, and then we'll kind of go from there. But Not bad. I made it pretty decent way. Yeah, I was about to be to the guy again. Um, there's a lot of stuff to do in the mine, and that's the cool thing about this too. Each area has a lot of different things to unlock before you clear it. This is hours upon hours of game time you could play. Um, I haven't invested this much time in something in quite some time. All right, nice. So now I've unlocked the Master of Puppets. And what does she do? She is the game grappler. So hold on. I got the brother in arms because I beat him. Good stuff. Um, let's see. I really do want to finish throwables off here. And then let's go to champion damage and mana and that and that. And then we'll do Mother's Grace. So this is what you're working towards. Mother's Grace, super important. This is a revival. You'll get 2 of these eventually when you get as far as I have gotten. I'm past this point. I'm like 4 or 5 down into the tree. Mother's Grace, every time you die, you get 1 revive with 25% of the health that you had. So that's when you can experiment a lot more because you'll have essentially one extra life to play around with. Drink from the fountain. I forgot about that. Holy fountain that's in the furnace. Yep. Uh, oh yeah, I got the closed door mission too. So there's a lot of different things that I can go through. So let's do Cinder, and I'm gonna go to the training area to show you guys her moves. And this is what I talk about. You saw me play Galadriel and Carl. Now, Cinder is completely and totally different. One, get used to your jump. She is a very midair heavy character. So she jump up, and that's a combo. This is her on the ground combo. She's very quick. So you see how I could do like I'll let the hits meter run out for a second. So her combat strain is like 4 or 5 hits off of one combo. She's super quick, but once again, not big onto the power department. And I'm going to show you different things to fit her with, but this is another very important thing. I'm going to show you her special. This is super important. This is the Y. This is her arm. Her arm goes out and extends. Now, not only does it go out and extend, but you grab onto whatever she hits. So if you're way across the map, you can hit someone, grab them, and essentially mount on top of them and beat the shit out of them. So she'll grab on and then she'll flip. So see how she did that flippy thing? She'll grab on and flip onto them. Now this is another one. This will keep you in the air. This is her. She just hits her hand and hits the guy and repeatedly hits them until she gets overpressured. Very important things. This also keeps her in the air. There's a challenge to keep her in the air for 15 seconds. I've done it. You got to have 2 people in your grasp and then just keep on hovering over them and hitting their body until they're dead. That's how you beat that challenge. But it'd be boom, boom, boom. You could do that. So, like, you start the combo, hit the yellow, boom, hit again, bam, come down, boom, go back up in the air. I mean, lots of things you can do. One thing about her block, it is terrible. So you could press the block button. She's not very good. She's more of a, you want to go to the side and dodge. So the down O or the up O. She's just a very not sturdy character. So it's very important. A, don't play her till you get used to the game. And B, Don't try to play her like the other characters. You want to get in and out. And I'm gonna do a run to kind of demonstrate what I mean. So this is her first thing I'm gonna unlock is the spider mine. I like the Tinker Blades too. She's got a better one that I'll show you later. I think it's like her last one is like a saw blade. But so I'm gonna use Spider Mine. Spider Mine, she's a mercenary, an assassin. She throws a lot of mines, decoys, daggers, things like that. So you're not essentially fighting fair. You're quick in and out, dazzle the people, knock them down. Let's see what we get. We got Sonic and Fire. Big Wit Cinder, start using things that are elemental. She's very quick. So every time I dash, I'm going to create flames. She's very quick. So you want to use things that inflict status effects because she can put a ton on and do your attack, get them, and then get out. So here's her grab. Bam. You see how I can grab it and pull it towards me? So bam. That's super important. So I grab, bam, go right in. Grab, go right in. Bam, bam, bam. I could stay in the air all day with her. Okay. So that's kind of what you want to do. You want to grab, burst damage, get out. The other thing is, too, she's the only one who has a mounted throw. So you're not going to throw people over the edge unless you're super close. She's not like Carl where she can pick them up and throws them. She kind of stays in one spot when she does a throw. Perfect for crabs, though. But yeah, I like her style. It's pretty fun. Also, too, your yellow is going to be, or this is going to be your counter. Being that it's a medium range attack, I always try to stay a little bit further away from enemies because I could just do that. There we go. So see, this is the auto grab. See, I automatically grab them and go right on top of them. Same with this guy here. If I can grab them. He's in the sky, so I'm not going to be able to grab onto him. But if they're on the ground, I can grab them and flip them over. And that's what I mean when I say she's a very quick. You get in, you want to focus on one character at a time. Don't try to take out groups unless you kind of cheat and do this right here. Then you can kind of take on groups. But you're more focused on singling out a target and isolating them from the rest while dodging the other people that are coming at you. Ooh. There we go. Done. Come on. See, that's the great thing. Like when you get somebody just one on one with her, she is tremendous. However, if you have groups, you've got to be hopping around the screen. Otherwise, like if she gets cornered, it's extremely hard to dig yourself out of that. Okay, so this little rabbit guy is telling me that there's a secret in here somewhere. So we'll see if I can find something good. Ah, pear. Nice. Oh, stupid hole. Okay, let's see here. I feel like I was able to get up there. Oh, I am. I knew it. Nice. Gold. The other thing you could do too is what I did: send people in the air and then isolate them in the sky, so that way the people on the ground aren't like honing in on you. It's hard to do with people in a shell, but like this guy, right? He died too soon. Okay. Nope. Got him. All right. Now. Okay. There we go. And if I'm a little silent, it's because, especially with a character like this, I'm trying to show you guys the like best of her. It takes a little bit because I switched from my PC has a Xbox controller that I use for it, and then there's the PlayStation. The buttons are different for each one, so I was getting used to them. So, like I said, she is big on the quick burst damage is what they call it. So like chaining like 8 hits into one string of combos, but you gotta set the person up in such a way. So I got Burning Strike. This is gonna set my strikes on fire. This is perfect because now all of my hits will do fire damage and they'll be in flames. So I can dash, cause flames on the grass, and then hit them up in the air on fire. And then when they come down, there'll be more fire. So the general gist I'm going for with Cinder is going to be a flame build. I'm just doing this on the fly where I'm going to make everything fire related. So they're constantly ticking down. And fire damage is good because it does additional damage on top of mine. So if I hit someone with like 8 hits, and they have like a quarter of a bar left, the flame damage will maybe do 10% of that, or it'll tick away some. And those hits add up. And that's the name of the game. You want to chain things as much as possible. So rest up, definitely. Uh, I hate the resting system on here too. It never feels like I get enough health back. So I'm constantly hunting for health. All right, let's go. All right, so here we go. We have some more guys. Definitely noticing the change with the rotten meat is great. This gives people the they're like stunned. It's super awesome. There we go. Bam. Oh, okay. Nice. Come on. Oh, too slow. Ooh. Sorry, guy. Oh no. Come on. Okay. Ooh. Thank goodness I had that extra revive. All right. So, yeah, I took some serious damage from that guy. And now we are going into the rest of the village. Ah, dang. I think I'm going to fight that guy again. Oh, this is great. I got the boars. This is the boar farm. They said you could pet these things. I have no clue how you do that. There's got to be something I'm missing. I was looking for maybe a pet emoji. Nah, man. I don't know. There's a challenge in here I haven't figured out. It's you have to pet these guys. Okay. All right. Now it's on. You get off that right now. Shut up. And bam. All right. So that was a terrible. That was terrible. I was trying to do too much. All right. So let's see where I got. Bam, bam. I didn't even get to that one yet. All right. That was not good at all. Not good at all. I did level up, so that's something. Yeah, I know. Okay, so we could do more health, impact, mount damage. That's for the piggy, and beginning with more gold. So we're do health. Like I said, and I'm gonna play this like hopefully people will play it. You won't be this far because I had an amazing first two runs, but basically health is the name of the game. So I'm gonna put the wind blade back on because I like that better. Kinetic gear. There we go. This is like she shoots a little spinning blade thing that goes up in the air and hits them, and then it comes back to you. I can't wait till I've unlocked more magic because this is a very precarious situation. So let's see what we got. We've got water, launch enemies, spawn 20% mana. That could be useful. And tornado. I'll go with this because you know what? I'm gonna see. I don't know if I can access this yet. There's a quest for it, but let's go. Once again, you're not gonna know about these caves and stuff, but it gets pointed out to you. The moldy cave. Oh, that is a nice one because I could hit my special moves and I get mana every time they get launched. That's actually a pretty broken ability. Wow. Definitely not something I think for them to put in because you can definitely chain this into just constantly using your special. Which she's good because one thing about Cinder is she also with her hits initiates a air combo. She's one of the few people who could do it very easily because it's literally on her special button. So that makes it super easy to do a run like this where I'm just using some of my special after hitting somebody in the air. So bam, and then I can. Oh, dude, I've never had a goblin grab me like that. Uh, big. I got too greedy there. All right, nice. All right, so there's going to be a boss here. Pain in the butt, but worth it because you can get like two bosses out of this, and you want to do bosses. Like, they're going to give you some really ridiculous, powerful artifacts. And if you don't get them, you're going to really have a miserable run. Whoa. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Come back here, little buddy. Okay, I got greedy with the gold. Damn, got that. See, I'm basically just spamming my special because I have the ability to launch people in the air, which is giving me more um stuff. So this guy is so cheap. He's so hard to fight because this one move he does just is so hard to counter. So I'm gonna try to do it from a distance. There we go. See, like I said, and if you miss his thing once, he does it twice, as you can see. So it's super important to make sure you counter it. There we go. Come on. Oh, the stupid mushroom guy is in the way. Come on. Oh, man. This is going to be a photo finish if I can get it. Oh, shoot. He's starting to do his dive thing now. Yeah. See, oh, that's right. I got a revive. Shenanigans. Forgot about that. Come on. There we go. Oh, I walked right into that one. So whenever you're dashing away from that, you want to dash off to the side and not directly where his double fist is going to land. That he just like massacred me there. That was very painful. Like, oh gosh. So this is like my third time, which isn't bad for a third run through that I've already unlocked the third character. The fourth one isn't going to come until you get to the next region, which hopefully you can make do. I got to be honest, before you upgrade to where I'm at, getting past the main boss guy, the Dwarven King guy, who I showed you with the giant scythe. He is super, super hard, especially in this stage of the game. Which is why right now I'm gonna put Cinder away. I'll do a run with Carl because he's really the easiest to kind of pull off these different combos and tricks with. And that's why I said going through it, definitely use Carl for your first couple of runs just to build up your base and everything else. Once you get past that initial stage, then you can start experimenting. Cinder is a super difficult character, as you can see, to get her stuff down. And Galadriel is not particularly my favorite out of the cast. She can be good, but only when you've gotten past the first boss. So I've unlocked stuff that is just so ridiculous for her. She can make her sword do 3 hits. She can grab an opponent and suck the energy out of them so that your power bar refills. She's got a lot of good stuff. The problem is it takes her too long to get where she needs to be really usable, especially this early in the game. You want to kind of get through with a character who's just beefy and just brawls. So I'm going to go through this now with Carl and see if we can have better luck because he's going to be much more easier to counter that stupid troll. Oh, hey. Now I can grab these guys because Carl's a strong boy. There we go. Okay. Also, too, he's got speed once he's in quick. That's the one thing I like about Carl, too. Like, once he gets going, he's super quick, and it's nearly impossible for your opponents to stop you once you get a good rhythm going. Yes, definitely want the Wind Trinket because we are using wind right now. So I want to add to anything that's going to make my wind attack stronger. Oh, you little a-hole. There we go. There we go. Come here. There we go. Okay. Go, big guy. I didn't say you, I said your brother. Get out of here. That's what I'm talking about. Okay, 40 hits. All right, so we are in the undermines. These are fun. Oh, come on. Okay, just gonna speed this up because this guy just growls. Oh my goodness. See, that's that garbage where bosses just like counter stuff from out of nowhere. And you're like, how did they pull that out of their behind? Come on. Oh, no, you don't. I got the Carl headbutt. Oh my goodness. Oh, he did a. He's. When he does that, he is super angry, but I'm going to beat him, so it doesn't matter. Bam! And that is, folks, how you get rid of a cave troll or the mush troll. Dude, that guy is a pain in the ass. Okay, so we have Earthbreaker, which is grabbing and slamming them into the ground, or I gain 2 mana chunks, but decrease arcane damage by 30%. So, I'm not really using it that much. So we'll do the ground slam. I don't really care about the gun in this situation because that's the one thing I don't like his initial starting uh mana move special, whatever you want to call it. Let's get some axes. Now I can cross the bridge, or I can just be an absolute Chad and go after the next troll. I'm just like really upsetting ancestors. Okay, so waterfall, bam, boom, nice. Okay, come on, go off the cliff. See, my philosophy is I do not like when you're fighting off of cliffs and stuff. My biggest advice to you is just simply throw people over the edge. It makes some of the stuff much easier. And honestly, um, I love doing the fights and getting the different combos and whatnot. But there comes a point too to where you're also, especially in your earlier runs, managing your health a lot more. So you kind of want to take these cheap little tricks to keep you from dying as much. Because trust me, the boss is going to test you. So these little guys are just a headache. Let's see, a shield or critical. Hmm. Mm, we'll do shield. I have a feeling losing less health will be beneficial because I'm taking on now my second boss. And I still have another boss that I have to. These are all mini bosses. I still have the big guy at the end of the level to take out. There we go. There we go. Get off my raft. All right, cool. So, I'm gonna go with the wind theme. So when you can, there's going to be points where you kind of have these different choices. So I'm choosing to go and go towards the different sets that more beneficial. So I've got a wind based theme. I'm gonna go wind. I'm going to add things and modifiers that are going to help me win it through the wind. So we're at this ass again. And this has been a good couple of runs. I don't know how long I'm going to go. We'll see. Maybe I'll go until 8 o'clock. Nice hour, 2 hour. This has just been relaxing, chilling. Sometimes I like to do games, and if you guys like this or you got any questions about the game, let me know, and I can probably do some videos just on the different characters, the different ways to build your character. As you can see, Carl does great with Win. It was the reason why I put Win on him. That's the one attack I cannot counter. No, you don't. Oh, no, you don't. Get out of here. Okay. That's fine. I got one more revive. I'm not going to beat the main guy, but I will beat him. Holy crap. There we go. Come on, he's almost dead. Almost got him. Woof. That was a tough one. Yeah. You, Carl. You. Okay, so again, 2 times of mana, but decrease. And this is a new move. Throw mastery. Up plus Y. Dash and grab an enemy. Works well in the air. See, this is up plus Y. Dash and grab the enemy. Dash and grab the enemy. Works in the air. Okay. You know what? I am going to give this a try. I don't know if I understand the wording quite well. If I gather, when I grab them and I press up and Y, he does a dash grab. I don't know if it's when they're in the air, I press it and it grabs them. That's what I mean when I say this game is vague about some of its stuff. What's going on here? Oh, so it's been rebuilt 100 times. I don't know. Do I want to take this guy with me? No. Oh. Haha. Making the Sun King mad. Good. All right, Turtle, what do you got for me? This is pretty good. Punish is the thing that you do at the end of the attack. So when you hit an enemy at the end of their attack, or on a successful dodge, deflect, and clash, which is the blocks, you do punish damage. This charm will give you more of that. This is obviously for aerial stuff. This feather charm you always want to get on Cinder because you should keep her in the air. So this works really good for her. This works for anybody. And this I could probably use. We'll buy 2 of them. Those seem like the 2 really good ones. All right, old man. Stay safe out there. Stay classy, New York. Stay classy. All right. I haven't got the Heart of the Forest mission. That one, when you jump down, you'll see a chasm that'll reveal itself. I think it's after 3 or 4 runs. I'm going to go down to this bottom one. I've got this quest to drink from some kind of well. So we're going to Okay. Yeah, that is the slam I was thinking of. I do like this move. Dude, that is such ridiculous damage. Dude, a couple of those really big ground slams really do the trick here. Because what I'm doing is I am adding more. Oh, oof. That was close. I'm adding the floating thing I told you about because we're going mostly wind. So they are getting extra float in the air, plus they're taking damage from it. Ooh, man, I yoinked them right off there. There we go. All right. So not bad. I'm about two mini bosses. You could do, I think in the run I've done two of the miniature bosses, which are tough on their own. And then you've got your main boss at the end of the entire level. And that's where it gets a bit dicey. Oh boy. All right. Oh, see, and that's why comboing your different artifacts is super important. Oh my goodness. He did a WWE like lock on me. Ah, there we go. We got whew. Man, those were some big boys right there. All right. Let's see, I got man, oh okay. So they caught me. This is after a while when you do enough runs and you come back enough and piss people off, they will send people to hunt me. So now this is a bounty hunter. That guy there with the shield. So he's trying to create the distraction to take care of me. There we go. And now I'm going to take care of him. Go tell your king that I'll be coming for him next. I'll give him the message. Okay, great. This is the third crystal. This is pretty cool. This will give me another avenue of power. So what haven't I unlocked? I got fire, water. What is the new one I'm unlocking? Oh, shock. Yeah, this is so this is where it gets fun. Shock, I was not sure about until I figured out how it works. This is a ridiculous. So let me just explain. Shock, obviously lightning, but with the way it works in this game, is as you do hits, you get a purple aura around you. When you charge up enough of the aura, it disperses out and shocks everything in the radius. It is stupid powerful if you get it at a pretty particularly good time. So I'm gonna put this on my standard strike. So now I do wind on my headbutt and shock on my uh, uh, just regular fisticuffs. So man, this has been. I don't typically tend to do gaming streams for a long period of time. Uh, but this has been pretty interesting. Oh, really? Did you bring enough guys this time? Ooh, yes. So this is the ultimate. You get this after your fourth run, and you have to have beaten two of the mini bosses, which are larger. They're not the boss of the level. That's the main boss, but you got to beat too many bosses. Anyways, when you press both of these together, for me, I'm playing on PlayStation or Xbox controller, so it's the left and right trigger. Whatever. When you press them together, you do an ultimate maneuver. So these you can only use once. Now, very, very rarely you'll get somebody who will drop a star and you'll see two stars up there or two white dashes underneath the stars. Save these for really tough. Like, this is the boss of the level, so I would essentially save this move for him. When I get him down and I get low enough, then I'm gonna hit the special. Um, these are like your emergency panic mode kind of buttons. You don't, and you can only use it once unless you get a star and you replenish it, and that's very, very rare. I think I've done like 15 runs on my PlayStation. I got this star only one other time. It was crazy, crazy stupid how long it took. So, well, come on. All right, perfect countering, perfect count. Come on, come on. Okay, so this is a second phase. This is super hard. Jump behind these rocks because yeah, that will destroy. Now he'll eventually get rid of these rocks. You kind of want to keep him from doing that, like he just did right there. Oh yeah. Also, he calls rocks to fall down from the sky, so there's a risk of that. Okay, I don't think I can survive. Oh yeah, dude, that phase was brutal, brutal. But yeah, that's what. So that's his second phase, and then you'll do it one more time when you get him to like almost to the like 10% edge of his life. He does it one more time and knocks you back and does the gun. It's all sorts of sadness. All right, level 6. Cool. Yeah, I know. The king under the mountain is invincible. There's my thingy. All right. There's got to be another one that I'm missing because this looks like 4 elements. That I should have another element. Like missing a stone. So, cool. Beat the troll. All right. Let's save some diamonds up there. Yeah, I know. You and your sister don't get along. Okay, so let's do. You know what? I think I could do a good cinder run. Let's do a let's do a cinder run, and I think I'm gonna unlock her next move, which I really love. Okay, so we got the daggers. Okay, so Cinder and her blades. This is a really cool move. Really love doing the dash blades. Also, too, when you beat the king, you'll get your second move. As you can see, there's a right trigger and a left trigger. Both of them have special moves. I can have two of them. If I beat the king, I get my second move. So, yeah, Sonic Clash. One pressure, I guess. One pressure. Okay, now we've done that. We've done the Troll King. Let's go back up to here because I think I could do the special mission with the trying to rip off the guards while there's chaos. It's for the thieves. There we go. Don't think so. Nice. All right. Get some bread. Okay. There we go. See, Cinder is actually my character. This is probably the character I have the most hours on, actually. So when I first did this, I thought she was such a unique looking character. I spent hours on her, and I kind of picked up some stuff when playing her. I was first demonstrating just to kind of show you guys how it would go, but now that we're kind of in it, I'm just going to kind of do my moves that I'm really good at. Let's do this. Bam. Bam. So, like I was saying before, she is an assassin. So each movement should be quick, and you should be going for kills like immediately as fast as you can. Because if you do not like take out your enemies ASAP, you're going to be kind of stuck, especially when you have a lot of people that are starting to corner you. Try to keep yourself on one corner and away from the groups. With Cinder, the name of the game is isolation. You're isolating one target, taking them out, bouncing to the next one. A little bit more difficult with bosses, especially bosses who have guys that come in with them. So you got to kind of prioritize and take out the smaller enemies first and then go for the boss. Don't try to do what I did and fight the ads and the boss simultaneously. It does not end well. So nice. Good. And this is another way too you can avoid people. Stay in the air, right? So if I stay on the air, they can't get me on the ground, which makes it a lot harder. And then I can strategically come down and pick them off. In theory, with Cinder, you should not be able to be touched, and you shouldn't be in on the ground for more than a couple of seconds when you're attacking. All right, so lightning. Ooh, wind and lightning. They kind of go well. I don't know if I want to put lightning on this attack. This is really good. So when I do a clash or a block with my strike, I can do sparks. Sparks are good. They make these like little balls of energy, and when people step in the center of them, they get electrocuted. So we'll go with that. That's pretty cool. It will also give me an incentive to counter a little bit more. That's a good thing too. Really, when they say, "Oh, don't uh, do these characters quite yet," like it's true. Learn the game before you start on a character like this. So now I got this mission unlocked. I believe you have to do at least 2 bosses, and then or you have to do the bridge. So take out the troll. Then you got to go up and you got to take out the guard guy, and then you'll see this guy up here. This is for robbing the knights. Now this is a funny little mission. Make sure you save gold. You have to pay, I believe, 50 gold twice. So I gotta go to this guy and pay a fee. So I gave 50 to him. I have to give. So I have to pay 100 to go on this mission. So make sure before you do this, check your gold. Make sure you don't spend any, and make sure you have at least 100, and then you could do this. And this is a cool thing too. Nice little side mission. I enjoy having them weave in the side mission, and this side mission is not a joke. It is super hard. You're dealing with this guard now. Yeah. There we go. Ooh, I was not close enough. Ooh, a star. That is a rare find indeed. So now I have two specials, which is super good. I'm going to save those for the end boss. When I get him in a good position, I can really get his health down. Or maybe if I get in trouble with a boss or a fight, I can hold down to that. I have no clue what that pickup was. I've never had that before. Oh, wind. Come on. Come on. Do it. Oh, man. My timing is... There we go. Okay. All right. So let's do this. Can I get that treasure? Well, I guess not. These guys are just a pain because of their reach. Like, once you get inside their guard, they're not too bad. Now, this is the person you want to watch. This person right here has a little mini shield. She can shoot arrows if you're too far away. This is a pain in the ass. This is the Royal Guard. Whew. And that was only the first one. That's why I said this mission, you want to wait until you're kind of really geared up and you have like 2 health and 2 mana. Uh, there we go. Good. I want to take her out. Ah! And that's how you're supposed to move around with her. Like, fast bam, one after the other before they can even have a chance to think about what just happened. This is how I like to play her. This is so weird for me going from one system to another because I have like a bunch of mana and some life saves, and like now if I fail, it's probably my fault. This one, it's very much harder. The thing about the early game too is that this keeps you from getting too reckless. I feel like once you get the power that I have, you do start to become a little bit more reckless, a little bit devil may care attitude. Okay. There we go. I keep on forgetting I have to press diagonal to do our diagonal hit. There we go. Oh dear. Rapid fire crossbow. That is a pain. Okay, so this is the special in case I don't get to show you guys. Bam. That instantly kills normal people. Will help with bosses. I just showed you that because there was a good chance I was going to get to the end of that. So yeah, I got pretty far. Pretty far. All right, so let's go to the guy that I said should be your number one pick when you're doing this. And hello, if you're watching, I am playing the game Absolum. I just unlocked my third character. I am pretty much. Uh, this has been a very good run. So when you first start playing, you're not going to have. I know all of the systems, so I kind of got a little bit of an advantage. But you're not going to have that. So, you'll die a couple of times, but don't worry about it. Take your time. This is really helpful for her and pack hits, like riding a boar. And let's start with more money. So now we're getting to the really good stuff here. This right here is plus a mana bar. That's the next one to get. This is just +1 to throwable shit. This is level 2 rituals. So those are pretty important. But like I said, you want to kind of tailor this to how you're fighting. So we'll have some fun here. I'm gonna play with my least favorite character. Galandria. I really don't like her until you get into like even getting a better special. Like this special she has right now is okay. I got the second one, which I like, but like the thrust is good. There's an eagle claw one that's really good. I could upgrade Carl's too. All right, well, being that we're taking Galadriel, I will do her next, possibly. We'll see. We'll see how this goes. I'm just gonna do a couple of runs until. So this one right here is super good. Gets people in a straight line. Now this is decent, but like I said, and that's my problem because she's one of the starting characters. If you're a new player, play Carl the Dwarf. He's much easier. He's a lot better with chaining his combos and stuff. She is gonna be a just waiting to pick out your moment to strike. If you're not good with that, you're gonna have a really terrible time with her. I'll do this because I think I'm gonna do a lot more blocking. So we'll create a fire every time we roll. Let me see. Do I want to? No, I got to go through here because I got to do this little King's Court thing. Hopefully, you can build her up before we get to the King's Court. We're gonna go rob the king. So let's check her out. Oh my goodness! And see, this is the good thing about her is the blocking ability that she has. She's a very middle of the road. I would even say she's big on counters. Like unlike Cinder, who has the speed and you keep her up in the air, or the dwarf dude who gets in close and does a ton of damage and is super quick, but he has a hard time getting to the inside. She's very much waiting and striking and then going in for the kill like that. And I just find that style really boring. That's my biggest issue. There we go. You're done. I do like, though, she has this great move. And this is what I mean by her stuff gets better when you beat your first boss. She has one move they give her where she does that giant sword slash 3 times. And when you get that, you can counter so easily. You can counter in the middle of the combo because it's a heavy move, and heavy moves are what you use to counter attacks. So, and she's one of the only characters that I know so far. I haven't gotten the other guy, Braum, but I hear he's like a wizard guy. She's the only one I know that can do that kind of a move. It's kind of ridiculous. Come on. Oh my goodness. Come on. All right. Get back. And bam. Roundhouse kick. Nice. So yeah, just one of the few people here who's she's very much like I say there's active and reactive characters, right? Active characters are like Cinder or Carl who go in there and they make combos happen, or you can counter and then do a bunch of combos. She is the type who has to wait for her opponents to attack her, counter, and then go in because she has just enough to take damage, but not too much, and she has just enough power to hang back. So it's one of those situations where you just kind of gotta play her a bit more safe. So bam, like I move in for the counter right there, boom. She's really good at getting counter moves that open opponents up, which is a pain against really fast opponents like this guy with daggers. Ah, jeez. Come on. He hit his own guy. I am tired of you. There we go. Okay, so do I want lightning deflect? Man, the rate they give these things out is really weird. Lightning, or do I want wind pressure? I couldn't do overpressure. Let's do lightning shield because I'm doing a lot of deflex. So I will add lightning and fire together. So every time I block somebody, it'll light the way on fire, and then it'll like electrocute them as well. Let's rest up. Hopefully it's enough for these guards because I'm gonna have to do a lot of blocking for them. The good thing about her is too is if I'm surrounded, she thrives on that. Just swing my big sword down, I could hit everybody in that direction. Oh man, that was a waste of an axe. So you can see the little purple glow on me. That is static electricity because my guy has electric powers. And see, this is what I mean about Galadriel. As you could see, once I start getting stuff on her, she becomes vastly better. But the first few areas, if you are playing her, are going to be an absolute nightmare because you're going to have to be super patient. And the thing is, you need to buff her in such a way where when she strikes back, those hits are going to mean something. So what I mean is when I block, I'm doing an extremely big amount of damage. When I then counter with a hit, I'm doing damage. So big thing with her, counter or block, and then come in and do your swings. And make sure to put as many different elements of on her as you can. Like have your primary attack do something, have your block do something, have your big special do something. Otherwise, she is just completely useless. I might do a tier list with these characters and just rank them and stuff. She'd be on the bottom. I really don't like her. I mean, I'm sure if I and I mean I've opened up enough of her stuff just to see if maybe I was being too harsh, but no, I just think she's not a very good character. But in fighting games, I don't gravitate towards her style of fighting, so that could be a me thing. But I don't know. I just don't find her fun having to. Now these guys have torches, so you don't want to wait for this guy. I'm just gonna hit him with my big sword because they'll set you on fire, which right now I do not need. I think I might actually be able to do this whole heist with the one character that I absolutely loathe. That was easy. Come on. That was definitely that was some doing. Okay, so once again, big health. If I was Cinder, I every time I get a feather charm, I'm never playing with Cinder. This is a must have, and I'm gonna do more guides and stuff like this because I have really fun talking about this game. I know I normally do movies, but sometimes I like to play some games, and this is fun. This is fun. Bring me back to the old school arcade days. Anyways, so feather charm, big one. As you can see, it's still new because none of my characters do really well. So this is the thing: you can do this on Carl if you get his stuff. Galadriel, absolutely not. She's not an air character at all. She stays on the ground a lot. Like there is some sword stuff you can get later, but that's what I'm saying. A lot of what makes her good, she's too hard to start up. So I'm gonna do chainmail because you really want a lot of armor and life on her because you're gonna be parrying or blocking a lot with this character. And to block is your dash. So here we go. She's gonna tell me. All right. Well, looks like we're gonna go rob some people. I think I might be. I honestly do think I can get past this one this time. I don't know. We'll see. Come on. Unleash the hounds. Really? Do we need to unleash the hounds? There we go. Come on. See, you see, right now, all I'm doing is defending. Because defending is a good way to do this. So this is her special. I just want to end these guys. I really want to get this heist mission done. So there we go. That is the heist mission. It's super simple. I wasted my 1-star move, but it's fine. I wanted to get this done because I don't plan on playing with her a lot. Give me the gold. Get back here. Okay, so got little money bags. And now we go back to the front. And they took all the money. So that's basically, but we do get an extra thing out of this, so I'm happy for that. We're going to do persistent trail. This was one I was actually looking for, so this gives me more in the trail direction. I could do spark dodge, which might be another good one to have every time I dodge. You know what? I'm gonna do persistent trail because I need to do my block to activate my spark shield. So we'll do that because I create a longer trail of fire as I run. So we're up to this guy again. This guy's gonna be stupid hard with her. Oh, that I have to watch out for. Come on. Okay. This guy I'm gonna get rid of because these little ads will kill you way quicker. Oh my goodness. Yeah. Um like I said, not good with with Galadriel. But there we go. I wanted to get that heist job done because that gives you some good points. And now we can talk to the pirate girl, lady. Okay, so I can unlock her third ability. And I'm thinking I'm going to do that. So, oh, Cinder has something to say. So you get a little bit of a story, find out where the characters came from. That's cool. Let's do this guy. All right, cool. So I definitely like this move a little bit more. And like I said, this is a character. If you like her, you could really work through and get some cool stuff. So this is good. And Phantom Impale is my new one. This will give me more radiance, but I'm just doing this to show you guys. So let's do the new Phantom Impale scale. This is pretty sweet. Now it changes the blade into doing a straightforward impaling motion, which will kill everything in its line of sight. Break this. This time we're gonna try to do a straight up electric build. I don't know if I'll get electricity this whole run, but we'll see. Let me see. I gotta go back here to talk to the person, and she'll be like, "We will be by your side." So, uh, so that is what that moves does. I like it. Super cool. Come on. And there we go. Okay. So yeah, if I sometimes I go quiet to concentrate, but yeah, that's what I mean. She's a very reactive character. She's not proactive. And so it takes a while to get used to kind of how you're going to chain her combos together. That's why it's important to upgrade her with stuff as soon as humanly possible because she just needs stuff in the defense that will get enemies taken down. Also, an important thing, especially with Galadria, is to use the environment a lot, bounce people, throw them, things of that sort, more than other characters. Um, because she does huge damage when she hits stuff, especially when she bounces people off of things. And there we go. All right, what do they give me? Uh, uh as always, health. I could go for the punish. Actually, it probably would have been a good idea to do it her because actually the punish is quite beneficial. Oh boy. Did not press any of the buttons. Oh, for the love of ah! Oh, that was terribly timed. There we go. Ah. All right, good. So I could do lightning strike level 2. Yeah, let's keep with the lightning. Wow, this is going to get fun. All right. Hopefully, you could recoup some more life. And thank you for the people who are watching. Hopefully, this has been enjoyable. You know, just chilling, playing some games, showing you guys different things. Um, I think this is very fun. Sometimes I need to bash a few skulls to remind my folk who's in charge. I have some advice to offer by way of compensation. Mm-hmm. Look for a hidden rock. Break it. Turn to the mold. What? You've already been there? Yes, I have. I'll have to do something else then. See you around. Ooh, so that dialogue changed because I already did the moldy cave. Maybe I'll get a different reward. Money? That would be nice. Slaying sun gods do not come cheap. So, all right, here we go. We're going into town square. I have shock level 2, which is pretty good at this point. This is only my fifth run, which isn't bad. But keep in mind too, I'm playing this on my PC. I have already gotten pretty far on the PlayStation, so that's why I'm kind of making this look a little bit easier than it would be if you're playing this for the first time. But once you get all the controls down and whatnot, it's not the most complicated game, at least not to me. Finding different combinations and stuff that works, and I think the hardest thing is figuring out exactly what your character is good at, because that's the key. There are just some characters where, like her, she's never going to go into the air. I do have moves that can make her hit in the air, but for the most part, she's a very stationary character. I do a lot of this kind of counter stuff. I can't wait to upgrade that sword because that is so boring. It's just her initial move set. That's my issue with this character, as I've said a couple of times in this stream. Her beginning move set is just boring for me. It's just like punch, 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 and then boom, big sword swing. There's like nothing to it. Carl's got his like triple headbutt. He's got the fast hands. And Cinder just bounces all over the place. I haven't seen the frog yet, but I've heard he's pretty interesting too. Oh, you want to get on a boar? Let's go. Haha. Ah, no. Ha. I think I'll name him Steven the boar. Yeah. Go, Steven. Yeah. No, where are you going, Steve? You will be missed. Okay, so Lucky Charm. This is good for critical damage. And it also increases your luck in finding things. Shield is a shield. So I'm gonna go with shield because, as I said in the beginning, and I'm playing this as if you are just starting off. You want to know what to get. That's good for you in the beginning stages. Get shields, get chainmail, things that give you health and decrease the amount of damage, especially on a character like her, because you're going to be doing a lot of patiently waiting. Sometimes blocks and whatnot aren't going to work out, so you want to be able to weather the storm while you're waiting for good gear. And see, this is what I mean. Once you get a build with her that's really good, um, she could really go. But it is just getting her started that is the absolute biggest pain in my rear. Like, and one of the main reasons why I do not like playing with her. Okay, bam. Boom. There we go. Oh, come on. Yeah, there we go. I was waiting for the electricity to kick in. Oh, shoot. I did not get out of the way fast enough. All right. Ah. Whew. Okay. So, oh, great. Spark dodge. This is fantastic. So, this is with your dodging mechanic. When you dodge, doesn't necessarily have to be perfect. You can't dodge forward or backwards. You have to go side to side. Um, but when you hit the dodge, it will do a spark that will sorry about that. Man, I had to check that. Okay, so when you do a dodge, it'll do a spark in its place, which is something that will do more electric damage. So I'm getting lucky and building really into the kind of sick electric build. I'm hoping this will be enough. So every time I dodge this guy, it's going to do a spark like that, which is perfect for this guy because I need to get him down so that his shield is not an issue. There we go. Bam. These electric balls are good as traps too. Oh, I did not realize I grabbed him. Oh, yes. Yes. There we go. Bam. Oh, yeah. That is beautiful. And we broke his shield. Now, this is where you go ham. Once you get his shield off, man, go for him because if he gets a chance to do that stupid grab attack, he will kill you. Like that. Bam. That was terrible. But I'm going to do this. Boom. So yeah, once I broke the shield, that was a wrap. And this is where she gets good. So this is my first skill for advanced, like these are specialized skills that go with your specials. So um this one right here will replace um my finisher with a multi-hit sprint claw attack, and this, which is really cool, when you grab it and hold your opponent, it does damage and it refills your mana. Both of these are super good. I have not seen this one yet. I'm probably gonna regret this. We're gonna do Spirit Claw. So because I'm using it a lot with electricity, so it makes sense for me to get the whatever the hell Spirit Claw thing is. Um, but yeah, that grabbing one, I always suggest going for it because when you grab them, it's ridiculous. Oh, thank you so much. I need health. Hey. Yeah, well, running ain't my style. You know what? I'll take you with me. We're gonna go face this impossible King Under a Mountain guy. Okay, so let's see. Slingshot's super good. This is for your throwing stuff. It will give you some major stuff, but the Monster Flask. This, if an ultimate kills 5 or more, you get a spark of power back. That's super good to buy. I don't have 200, but that is definitely good to buy if you get it. I'm going to use this just because the feather isn't going to help me once again. Okay, so he's expanded his shop. I got another hole punch. Yay. And then I think the third one or the fourth one is he sells to you, and then you get better items, and then you get 50% off, and then you've made a friend for life, and he comes over to your kid's christening. Okay, so this is going to lead to a third area. Dude, the areas in this are so vast. It is so crazy, stupid big. This is the heart of the forest. Oh my goodness. I gotta fight these guys. Come on. Ooh, there's that triple claw. I really like that. I really like that triple claw. Oh, that is cool. Like the claw. Very aesthetically cool. All right, so we're gonna go in the furnace again. I've got to get the forest furnace burning. And now keep in mind, I have found these like all on my own. I have no guides. This game just came out yesterday. I had no guides, so I'm kind of giving you guys a loose way so that you know what to look for, so you're not lost. But always check things. Go and check everywhere. That's the great thing about this game. There's really is a lot. This is like a cool crossbreed between a beat 'em up and a roguelike. And you find things by exploring, unlike. And even when you die, that's a chance to go back to a part of a map maybe you couldn't get to before. Good job, Spear Guy. What's his name? Maxent. I'm gonna call you Bill. Good job, Bill. Maxton. Maxton. I don't even know what the hell they have such funny names. Oh my goodness. Yeah, watch out for the mine carts. There we go. There you go, Bill. Way to get him. Okay, so this is so you can get the elevator, which is going to save you an immense amount of time where you don't have to take two really terrible paths to try to get to the Mountain King, dude. So you got to break these apart, and like they say, you've got to actually throw people into the furnace. So I got to pick these guys up. Although I picked the worst guy to do this with. She. Come on. There we go. Good. Oh, man. There we go. Okay, so if you can't get the people in there, you can throw yourself in there. I don't recommend you do that. I just lost a lot of health. But it's going to open up the elevator for me. So, yeah, it's about three units you got to throw into there to restart the forge of something magical, destiny, something dark side. Oh, yeah, I knew that was going to happen. So, basically, we burned a life trying to get. There we go. I'm not actually concerned about wasting a life there because I can get some lives back. Whoa. Sorry, bud. I'm keeping you in the air. Oof. There we go. I like it, Bill. You got a lot of energy. What? You killed Bill? No! Oh, man. Hey, what's up? Right in the hole. That's what she said. What's up, Lemon Pie? Good to see you here. Thanks. I'm playing Absolum. It's a new roguelike side scrolling beat 'em up. It's by the dudes who made Streets of Rage 4. And I'm just kind of hanging out, showing off this new game. I really like it. I haven't had fun with a game like this in a while, so I figured I'd just chill on stream, see what you people are doing. Um, but yeah, right in the hole indeed. That is hilarious. So yeah, let's see. Gosh, I feel like I need to take a drink of water. By the way, last season of My Hero Academia coming out. If you guys don't know, huge fan of it. All Might fighting in a mech suit. Hell yeah. Good stuff. Of course, it's an anime, so it'll be about 5 episodes before we get that resolution. Spark Dodge, yes, level 2. So this is good. If you guys notice on my side skills here, um, there are, if I got one option that kind of goes against what I'm doing, I could pick this option. Now it's star 2, which means it's level 2. My dodge thingy does more damage with the power. So I got a really good lightning build. It is going to be a shame if I die unfortunate events in this. But I'm going to make it to the king again. I'm not going to beat him. This guy, you have to have at least like 2 bosses you beat. And then a lot of health. I need 2 mana bars. Like this guy is insane to beat. I'm going to speed this up. I know you're cranky. You're going to beat me. You're evil. You're huge. Okay. Oh my god. Come on. There we go. Come on. Oh. Well, I got through the first phase. Oh, here comes the fire bullets. Okay. Oh, I did not know he shot from the back of it. Jeez. Yeah. See, man, and that's the thing about him too. The blocking mechanic for him. If you were just a hair off, that scythe is so massively huge. There's just like nowhere in the screen for me to go. So that's why I like take a Carl because I could be up close. But man, if you don't get him on the ropes in the beginning, that's just bad news bears. He just stomped me pretty bad there. It was a pretty. Oh, thank you. I'm glad you were expecting me. Love the vote of confidence. So let's take a look. All right, so it's about 8. I started this at 5. This will probably be a decent place to call her good. We've got pretty far. uh, in this little run of ours. Um, but yeah, so that right there was Absolum. Tell me, guys, what you think about it. I thought it was pretty cool. I like the game. Great graphics, good design, good different kind of premise. I like the beat 'em up nature of the game. I like the in depth kind of combo system. I probably am gonna shoot a couple of videos for them. I keep them separate from my normal stuff. I like to do games and stuff. I do entertainment on this channel. Video games, it's just part of it. But I'm probably going to do some separate videos just explaining the different characters, their mechanics, how they work, what you should and shouldn't use. There's so much different stuff I'm still discovering. I'm going to go on my PS5 now where I'm a lot further in the game with more stuff to actually be able to do some of the moves. I might do this series with you guys if you like this little, like, just playing a game and chilling kind of thing. I might advance a little bit further. I've already unlocked the third character, Cinder, and I'm probably on my way to uh, beating the king. I'm gonna do the unlocks on my next stream that I do. I also have a couple of different things coming for Halloween. I'm gonna do VHS Halloween. I've actually been thinking about that review, what I'm gonna say. I'm a little conflicted, so I'll have one out for that. I'm also going to do a couple of different movies, some older movies. I'm going to mix in a little bit of some old school Halloween movies or movies I like to watch during Halloween. My first one is going to be The Thing, one of my all-time favorite movies, a classic, and I'm probably going to be breaking that down and, asking the question, who was the Thing? Childs? Was he the Thing? Or what's Kurt Russell's name, his character? That's been debated for years, and John Carpenter has not confirmed one way or the other who the Thing is. The comics kind of break the canon, but they did say the comics aren't canon to the movies, so take that as you will. In the comics books, it was Childs, but I like it more of an ambiguous ending. So, anyways, thank you guys for watching. I would be back doing other live streams as well. I just been taking a break from streaming to do my book. I got like 60, 70, 80 pages done, almost 100. So I'm getting up there. And I thought I'd take a little bit of a break to celebrate Halloween. So thank you guys for watching. Everybody like, share, subscribe, all the YouTube things. And as always, remember, there is only one rule here in the Phantom Zone. Kneel before General Zod.